guitar, Ellie.
Wow, Joel. Thank you so much. Noah's actually getting dressed up as Abby right now. Maybe he'll swing by later. Anyway, what'd you guys think of my Ellie impression? Pretty good, right?
Amazing.
Anybody who's here, I'm
5 out of 500.
Dude, we're gonna be on Reddit. We're gonna be on r/cringe.
Oh no! Oh god!
Look at these chumps playing The Last of Us 2.
These idiots. I've created a picturesque background right here.
Yeah, I'm digging it.
This is really good.
Definitely save that.
This is amazing.
Makes me want to play some SSX. You ready to get this?
You ready?
Show on the road?
I am. Yeah.
Take it away, Joel.
Gosh, she looks so different now.
Joel, please protect me from the runners. They are infected.
Oh!
Oh, jeez, there's a couple of them. So anyway, I'm very intrigued. All of us, I think I safely speak for everybody. We're very intrigued by Abby, and a little bit by Owen, but Abby's very mysterious and interesting, and I'm sure that soon enough, Abby is going to stumble upon Dina and Ellie. So that'll be interesting. Dina and Ellie will be high and drunk on love. Young love. Good night.
Alright, I don't have any bricks. I don't have much with
yeah, we didn't find
Abby
a lot of
right
materials
now.
with Abby. We're doing okay as Ellie. We don't have like a smorgasbord.
I'm pretty stacked with Ellie right now because I haven't wasted any bullets.
Yeah, we've got a rifle with Ellie and a handgun. Oh, we can go prone in this game now. Oh yeah, they're gonna see you. Also, we're playing on hard mode, so okay. At least you got that. Oh my god, dude, you're screwed.
Oh!
Death counter's at 0 right now.
What is it?
It's right there on that chair. Oh, you're done, dude.
No, I'm good.
Keep running. Okay. I say go left. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Do we need to pause it?
Hi-ho, Ellie here. I am everyone's favorite dejected youth. I am, smoking weed. Ah!
Can you imagine Kermit high? I want to see Kermit smoking a blunt.
He probably sounds perfectly normal.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Well, this stream's a disaster.
Yeah. Yeah, David says, you guys are okay on our end.
What?
That's so weird. Just doing something. Run away, Joel.
Run! Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
keep it moving. Yeah, I feel like she's going to end up forced to take shelter in that place where,
Oh, buddy. Oh, no.
Ellie and Dina
Oh, buddy, look at this.
Oh, you're good, you're good. Oh, no, you gotta jump. Don't want to get wet. Sound like somebody yelled Dino. But you're Abby. Oh gosh, there's so many.
I don't know what to do.
Ugh. Yeah, water is not your friend here. Take the high ground.
I'm doing it, Anakin.
Okay, up this way.
Okay. Jeez, there's still so many. Oh, sick. We got platforming. Action platforming. No oh, no, it's over. That's fine. You don't need it.
Are we good? Are we good?
No, do not stop running. Oh, you made it. Oh, my gosh. What a brilliant action sequence. Keep... Maybe you... Yeah, just keep it moving. Oh, gosh, there's so many. You can squeeze through there. Yeah. Oh, you can't squeeze back out. What is that? Oh, take what you can quickly. Up the stairs. Rocky Balboa.
This is crazy, dude.
Oh, man,
no! This is so
many.
bad! This is so bad!
Why did she have to go off on her
Yo,
own?
my heart's
Oh,
literally
gosh.
beating right now.
Mine is
so
literally
intense.
not. Oh, your hat.
I mean, beating fast, you know what I mean. God, this in this situation, you're like, this is it. Is that Joel?
That's Joel.
Oh!
Okay, so I was wrong.
I gotta do my hair like him.
My hair's not quite long enough yet, and that's Tommy. To truly channel my inner Ellie, or my outer Ellie, I guess. But it's getting there. I've not had a haircut in many months. Yeah, don't worry about that. Can you squeeze in after Tommy? Well, she's probably not looking for Joel. Joel's probably not the guy.
So fluid. Yeah, you're right. Maybe she is. Maybe she just doesn't know what it looks like. You never know yet.
Yeah.
I mean, how would she? Photos?
Well, then how does she expect to ever find him?
Or ask around. Ask his name. Right?
Oh, maybe. Maybe she just knows she's looking for a guy named Joel.
Yeah, right.
ain't got a better idea. Hey, you got a gun?
I do.
Well, I hope you're a good shot. Keep up with us.
We gotta warn everyone. Come back with a cleanup crew.
We gotta live through this first.
Nice.
Watch that rivers.
Nice. Did you get that upgrade that lets you like?
Fishes are everywhere.
Oh gosh.
Get to the door.
Don't forget that handy dodge button. Wow.
Oh god, it's so good. It's so good. Tommy, get him!
For real, Tommy's not playing around. All right.
This door. Come on.
Okay. Nice shot.
Oh!
Home run contest. Oh, is that the it? Is that the end of your weapon? Yeah, it is. Is that the it for your weapon? Boink. Good shot. Good shot. You got 2 left. Or can you reload? It says 2 and then 8. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I was mistaken. You've got 10 shots in total. Yeah, it's time to heal.
Didn't even give me full.
No, but yeah. It's really going to incentivize you to upgrade that if that's an option. We need to hurry. Oh, we sure do. Guys, we are right back in the thick of the action.
Crowbar, nice.
And if you're here with us, you're in the right place. You've chosen well. You have to push that thing?
You push this.
We got something that is meant to move. Okay. I'm sure that Abby has super strength, so this should be no
Oh,
problem.
look at her face. She's messed up. She messed up.
You two keep those infected off of me.
Oh boy. Wow, that guy got up on you quick. You're still good. You're still good. You do have to help Tommy too.
Where?
Nice. Nice. Oh boy. There it is. Good shots. Yeah, you can finish that. Ugh. Ugh.
Keep those infected away.
Nice.
I'm running low.
Terrain kill.
Yeah, aren't we all?
Another minute.
Good shot. Dude, in the shadows, man. I'm feeling good if we don't see any more clickers. Oh boy, they're coming through the ceiling.
How much?
Golly, she lighting this man up. All right, out you go.
Hey,
You're a little under half health.
let's go.
Oh, did you grab that pipe? You
Yeah, I
leave it?
did.
Nice.
I tried to at least. Maybe it didn't.
I think it didn't, but I might be wrong.
That was a far jump.
I got you. They're close to us.
Yeah.
Going.
It's this way. Come on.
She's getting right into Tommy Town. She's with the titular Tommy of the Tommy Town.
Oh, nice shot,
Hey,
Joel.
free
Nice
in that.
shot.
Here, let's go.
Joel said, "In your mouth." Ah!
Well, that was a really good scene. That was really good.
Gator Boy says will be clutch time for Carpenter
That
back
was
there.
great. Ooh, if only there were magical power-ups. Insta-kill, freaking nuke. I would have taken
Miss
anyone.
Joe. What's your name? Abby. Abby, are you okay?
It's funny too. I think
We gotta go back. We can outrun them all.
I don't want to interrupt their dialogue too much.
Barricade that door.
Yeah.
Tommy, we cannot stay here. The horses ain't making it all that
My
way.
friends. My friends are at a mansion just north of here. It's fenced in. We have the whole perimeter secure.
Zip all over the place. I can work.
All right. I'll get the door.
You ride with me.
Where'd these guys come from? There's so many.
Okay, so she doesn't have the ticket into Tommy Town. They're going back to Abbeyland.
I mean, right now it's just survive.
Oh yes, but
Screw
Joel
everything else.
seemed to know exactly what she was talking about already.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's.
And they know the area.
They know
They've
the,
been
they
living
know
here
the
for a long
area.
time.
Yeah.
But I just think it's interesting. Like, I wonder how long Abby's group has been here. They're probably passing through now.
Yeah, they don't know the place. They're just passing through. I
But it
think.
just makes me so curious about who they're looking for and.
Well. Oh.
Oh, They're looking at each other's scars. That ain't good.
I found a skateboard. Uh-oh. And
This is Dina.
tried to get on it. And it shot right out from underneath.
God, I've never related harder to a character in a video game.
I fell on my knife. Okay.
Okay. Oh gosh, is Ellie gonna fess up?
Chemical burn.
Chemical burn, she calls it.
I did it myself. Why? To cover a bite mark. Right here.
She's telling her.
Oh. I wonder if she did burn herself.
I'm infected when I was 14.
It seems like she's telling the full truth.
Turns out I'm immune, so it healed with a ring of fucked up teeth marks and cysts.
She doesn't believe it.
Ow!
Fuck you.
What?
Hey!
I told you a real fucking story. I did tell you a real fucking story.
Oh, you want a bite mark?
Nah.
Oh, kinky.
Did you hear that?
Jesse? Just stay there, okay?
Are you okay?
Just will
What's
you wait,
going on?
please? What? Just turn around. What are you doing?
you kidding me? You're
Oh.
supposed to be on patrol.
There's a blizzard outside.
Is that weed?
Why are you here?
People are counting on you. You get that? What we do matters.
Well, then why aren't you at the fucking lookout?
Because Tommy and Joel didn't show up.
What do you mean?
We waited for them for an hour. I was looking for their horses when I saw lights.
Maybe they just went back to town. Without being replaced. No way.
How much of their region have you covered?
Not much.
Then we split up. Go at it from different sides. We can cover the whole thing in a few hours.
I don't like you riding solo. We don't know what's out there.
Exactly. What if they need help?
Okay, I'll head west. Dina can take south, and you come from the east.
so
Be smart
dangerous.
about it.
Yeah, splitting up is not the thing to do. Do they have radios? What are they gonna... What if one of them finds Tommy and Joel? How are the other two gonna know to stop searching? Anyway, hanky-panky time comes to an abrupt end.
Wow, this is a horde. Don't waste your bullets, man. I guess.
Yeah, you gotta kill him. This is better, though. Alright. That'll solve that problem now, won't it? That's Owen. That's Abby's friend Owen. See? Look at the subtitles. I knew it. He got someone pregnant. Reverse spoilers.
Isn't a reverse spoiler just talking about the past?
Yes. Yes, precisely.
They scared us.
How are you guys doing?
We're good. Thanks.
Yeah. Can I talk to you for a minute?
You want to get those saddles off?
No, it's all right. We'll just ride out the storm.
I don't know why the dialogue's so low.
Well, she's walking away from them, so I think they're...
Nothing.
You have no idea.
How does it feel in the stream? Does it sound good?
I think they're hearing it just fine. You can crank us up a
I
little
can't. I
bit.
can't hear the dialogue much.
Yeah, pop it up a couple.
Oh, it was on 10.
Since yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah, no wonder.
What are y'all doing out this way?
Just passing through. You two live nearby?
I feel like something's gonna go down.
We
now.
do. A few hours down the hill. Y'all should come back with us, restock before you head out.
Appreciate it. I'm Mel, by the way.
Tommy, this is my brother.
Do not mess with us.
Yeah. We will kill everyone in this room in a heartbeat.
I knew it. Look at everyone. That's the name.
Y'all act like you heard of us or something.
Yeah.
Because they have.
Oh! Oh, well, you were right. Oh, no.
Laura, all clear?
He's out. Put him against the wall.
Tommy! Get off me! Get off me!
Well, now this is not good. For you.
Joel Miller.
I didn't know that was his last name.
I think they said it pretty early in the first game.
Guess.
I don't remember exactly when, though.
Fireflies?
Why don't you say whatever speech you got rehearsed? Get this over with.
Tourniquet his leg. Do it.
They're gonna cut off his leg.
They're gonna tourniquet it. I don't think they're gonna cut it off.
I think she might cut off his leg.
Don't you
Why-
fucking move.
Why would you put a tourniquet on it though?
To keep him from dying.
God
Oh.
damn it!
Oh, this is savage.
Clear out.
Oh. Oh no, I don't want to watch that leg get cut off. Ugh.
I don't think.
Oh, she's gonna smash it up into bits. Oh god, no. My constitution is too weak for this.
You don't get to rush this.
No, 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 no. Oh, well, she hit him in the head?
She hit him in the head.
Well, that could have killed him. Alright, so... Joel and Tommy,
I swear, if they kill Joel.
we don't know.
Oh my god. Oh, Ellie's here. Is that fire in there? Or is that lights?
I think it might be the light from their fireplace going inside. Alright, Shimmer, you stay marvelous. And we're Ellie.
Well, I'm gonna F these people up.
How's Ellie controlling? Does she feel sober?
She feels sober? Yeah, no, she feels fine.
Well, we had a conversation last time about, like, interesting to play as the bad guy and, like, what that means. I don't know who's good or who's bad, but it seems that Abby and Joel are on very opposite sides of this, this battle.
I knew they were looking for Joel. I was like, who else could it be? Of course, it has to be Joel. Seems to be
Gosh,
clear.
what an unfortunate happenstance.
You're okay.
Can I jump this? I can, but is that the right play?
You sneak through there. Oh, that was
Looked like
weird.
something.
Yeah, I thought for sure it was something. Slipping on through.
Joel?
Don't say that.
Tommy?
Oh, yeah.
Don't
Oh,
do that.
no.
Don't do that.
Don't announce your presence. Oh, no. Oh, I'm so scared. I like the eyes adjusting to the darkness. Distant screams.
I want to look around for
Oh,
stuff,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah. I don't think Joel's life is actually in the balance as far as, like,
yeah,
what you
but
have control
it
over.
also doesn't feel good story-wise.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Why'd you do that so loud?
And she just threw it open when somebody's on the other side of the door. Alright, well, you're close
That's
now.
where he was, wasn't he?
No, they're in an
They were in
adjacent
an
room, I
adjacent
think.
room.
I think this is where... oh, gosh. This is where they came in.
Fuck.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe this is the back of the mansion? Oh gosh. Yeah, you gotta open it.
No!
Oh yeah.
Put her down! Get off me!
And once again,
Get the fuck off me!
Ellie decided to come here alone. Tommy don't look so good.
Look, you got her. Okay?
You're gonna fucking die!
What's going on?
Let him go!
Who is that?
Let him
She's
go!
snuck in.
Why aren't you posted up outside?
We didn't think anyone was gonna show up.
What the hell did you expect? We gotta get out of here before the whole town's on top of us. You're done.
You want what I want, right?
End it. Now.
Joel, get up. Joel, fucking get up. Please stop. Please don't shoot. Joel, please get up. Fucking kill you.
Well, well, now would be a good time to ask for F's in the chat. I believe, as the streamers do.
Ellie.
Wow.
Jesse, they're down here.
She never even found out.
Would these people just leave?
Yeah. Wow, she never even found out the truth that Joel lied. Tommy's still alive though, I think.
I don't know. He wasn't moving, but
Maybe he's not.
they didn't show
I don't
him
know.
getting killed. They knocked him out early. Yeah, we'll have to see about Tommy. I guess we don't know. Man, oh man. What a way to open
What?
the game. Holy
Oh my god.
crapola.
Ellie's gonna murder everyone.
Yes, this game just actually about Ellie killing everyone. Oh, there's
Okay,
Tommy.
Okay.
Wow,
Tommy's
okay.
gonna. I think Tommy's gonna tell us.
Hey.
Could I sit down, please?
Tommy and Joel saved Abby's life.
Mm-hmm. She still didn't even explain who she was.
Marie wants to make sure you're eating.
She can't stop us.
They have the guys that we would need to do this smart. We'd be leaving Jackson vulnerable.
So they just get to get away with this?
Nobody wants that.
Yeah, but that's what's happening.
What if we get hit by hunters again?
Is this you talking or is this her?
It's a valid point.
If it were you or me, Joel would be halfway to Seattle already.
Yeah, he would.
No, he wouldn't.
He absolutely
Yeah, he would.
fucking would be.
Well, we don't even know for certain that they're from Seattle.
Washington Liberation Front. That's what you said was on those patches.
What if they stole those jackets?
That's...
Let the WLF move.
What are you doing? You know what? I'm leaving tomorrow. And if you want to come with me, great.
I don't think Tommy's going with you.
What you're walking into. You don't know how large that group is, how armed.
I don't care. You can't talk me out of this.
Give me the day to talk to Maria. Okay? There's gotta be some folks you can spare.
And if she won't budge?
I'll figure something out. One day. Please.
Nice denim texture.
That's a nice jacket.
Oh, man.
Gatorboy says it's inconsistent at the very least. There's no reason they should have left Ellie and Tommy alive.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're not trying to kill anybody. I think they're just trying to take vengeance on who they want to. They don't have anything against Ellie. They had something against Joel.
Yeah, but
They're not trying to kill anybody who comes along.
right. But I mean, what do we think they want to kill Joel for?
I don't know. He obviously committed a very big thing against them in the past. Maybe they're related to someone that he murdered.
Right.
Okay.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
And so they got back to him and killed him.
Yes.
Why leave behind somebody who would then want to come back and kill you for the exact same reason that you went and killed Joel?
They just don't want to. I get where they're coming from. Like they said, the whole village is going to be on us. You can kill them. The more people you kill, the more chance that the entire village comes after you. If you kill one guy, all right, yeah, let's leave now. We did what we wanted to do. Let's not take 5 people down so that these guys send an army after us.
Yeah, I guess, but you either kill one guy and hope that they won't be
Besides,
upset about that one guy, but we're
also-
leaving these 2 people who know exactly what we look like, exactly who we are, exactly where we are, exactly where we were, versus
Well, no, they don't know where they are.
they don't know where they are.
They
but
don't know
knew
that he also...
Just have to pick something up.
they know a lot more than if they were dead, and it was just Dina and Jesse, I guess, eventually find Abby and Tommy and Joel's body, but they don't know who killed them or where they went, where they came from. Right now, you have a lead. They have reason to think that they're from or going to Washington.
Yeah, but they don't know that we know that.
I mean, they only know it because it was on their clothes.
Exactly. It was a patch, but they don't know that anyone saw it.
Either way, yeah, you don't know, but you can know that no one will know if you kill those people.
Yeah, sure.
It's
But
risk. Leaving anyone
but
alive
also,
is just a
the
risk.
more people you kill, the more risk that they send more people after you.
I don't think it works like that.
I think it is because, look, okay. Point being, they were just talking. He said we don't have the manpower to send people after Joel. But imagine if they killed Joel, Ellie, Tommy, then Maria saying, "Okay, they killed my husband. I am sending the entire village after these people."
But they don't know. That's only circumstantial because Tommy happens to
But
be
the
married to
point,
who's in
yes,
charge.
but the point is that the more people they kill, the more wrath they get in return.
I don't think that's true. The more people who kill, the reason that Maria doesn't want to, or at least the
Because they don't
logic
have
that they're
the
giving is because
manpower
they
to
don't have the
spare.
bodies.
But imagine-
they have 2 more bodies than they would if they had killed Ellie and Tommy. Then Tommy Town would have even fewer
Also,
bodies.
for all we know, they could be, quote, good guys. Maybe they don't like killing people who don't deserve it. Maybe they're actually just trying to be good people. The Liberation Front. Maybe they consider themselves like good people, but they hunt down this person because he wronged them. They don't want to take extra people with them.
Maybe, but if they're trying to play the like righteous card, then
Yes.
they've done a really bad job because they bludgeoned him to death with
Again,
a golf club.
one person did that though. Remember, everyone else didn't want a part of it. She did.
Oh, she allowed it though.
Of course, everyone allowed it.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone watched and sat as
Yes.
one chick bludgeoned a guy to death with
Yes.
a golf club.
Yeah.
That's and yes, they left the other two alive, but if you're coming from a point of view of like we're in the right, this guy deserves to die, then when Tommy and Ellie show up, at
They
the very
deserve
least,
to die just for watching?
No. You leave a note and say, Joel may have been your. We don't know. Blah blah blah. This is why we killed Joel. And even if as aggressive as
No,
this is why we killed Joel, and if you do that, we'll kill you too.
Then that probably just links you more so. Then they can probably find you if they have relative information. Like, oh, he killed my relative. They can maybe work around that and figure out who it is. You don't want to leave any trace. Plus, I don't think they care. They just wanted to kill Joel. That's all their mission is here.
But what I'm saying is, if the reasoning that they left Ellie and Tommy alive is because we only want to kill Joel.
First, but we also don't know what the reason is. Maybe they'll explain it later.
Hopefully. It seems. I mean, odds are we're playing as Ellie right now, and our job is our mission is to go find these people. So odds are they made a mistake in leaving Ellie alive.
What do you need? I can go get it. I want to do it. Okay.
I'm gonna update us on the chat real quick. Gatorboy said it's inconsistent. David says fully expected Joel to die in this game though. Gatorboy says 100%. He adds, and I knew it because of the Twitter leak I saw. Gatorboy says same. Twitter is a blessing and a curse. Mostly a curse now, it seems. DS Red says the game's creator said the game is about, quote, the cyclical nature of violence. Gatorboy says at the very least, Ellie and Tommy know what they look like. If they kill all of them, even the whole village comes, how do they know who to look for? Aramis says, these are supposed to be human people. They have a sense of justice. All good points, I think. All good points. Look at the pretty dinosaurs.
I guess. That was a good day.
Terrible claw.
Oh,
Feathers?
finally someone. Yeah, dinosaurs have feathers. Not a lot of people know that.
Yeah. It's interesting that, like, it seems that illustrations of dinosaurs and all sorts of ancient creatures have just been criminally underfeathered.
You have people to blame, like Jurassic Park. You have a lot.
Right.
You just have to blame those movies. They
And
just
possibly,
got it wrong, and then they went with it.
Right. Not giving enough fat either.
I think in the Jurassic Park, when they are creating the dinosaurs, the scientist who creates them, I think he says they're supposed to have feathers, but we didn't do that because we wanted to make them look the public image or something like that.
That's interesting.
That might not be
in
true.
the movie
though.
or the book?
The movie. I don't think that is there a Jurassic Park book.
The movies are based on books.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's why I wasn't sure if like you had heard that. That's Aramis Rex says they're supposed to be human people. They have a sense of justice. Then he says, "quote What's a pizza?" What a good time we had.
That's nice.
That's a nice sketch.
My mouth tastes like iron. Wounds break open as I sing. You were the soft twang of nylon, a smell of wood oil, fretful. Guitar strings with the iron sound brighter. They mistook your resonance and left me with rust. All I have is our last conversation, looping like a chord progression, harmonies and blood. Washington Liberation Front, who are they? Tommy said her name was Abby. Oh, that's how you turn the page.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we'll be enlightened more down the road. It will help to know why they wanted to kill Joel.
Yeah, of course.
Aramis says dinosaurs probably mostly had feathers.
Also, maybe they...
Did Ellie say that?
Huh?
Did Ellie say that, or did we say that?
Well, she picked up a book, and the book said...
Stating that as a fact.
What, they had feathers?
Oh, I thought it was in relation to what's a pizza. Like, oh, really? Ellie knows that dinosaurs should have had feathers, but doesn't know what a pizza is?
It was in the book there.
Oh, is that Joel's watch? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. And his gun? Well, it's a good one. Keep that. Use that to sink a bullet right between Abby's eyeballs.
Everything okay?
Oh, jeez.
There's the picture that Ellie gave Joel. That is Joel and his daughter Sarah. F's in the chat for both of them. It's interesting too that I guess Joel lived here alone, right?
Guessing that?
Because Ellie has her own place.
Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't live together once she, you know, turned of age. She probably just wanted her own place.
Yeah. Oh, I see. He's saying dinosaurs probably mostly had feathers. He's saying we don't know the feather thing to be a definite and blanket statement. Very true. Very true. I think there is more evidence to suggest that they did have feathers than just conjecture, for sure. Patterns in fossils and things. But yes, it's possible that dinosaurs really didn't have feathers. It's possible they had a couple feathers. It's possible that they... Ooh, is he building a guitar or is he just replacing the strings? Looks like he was probably building this guitar.
I meant them like the rest. Oh, she's just writing a song.
It's possible they could have been, you know, more or less covered in feathers. People always draw the comparisons between dinosaurs and modern-day chickens. That's not to say the amount of plumage they have, but...
Well, birds are living ancestors of dinosaurs.
Right. And birds have feathers. Oh, it's Maria. This conversation should go well.
Maria, I'm headed to Seattle. I wish I could let it go, but I can't.
Oh.
I have to bring these people to justice.
Maria's not gonna be happy.
After me, but stop her.
Oh boy.
Take
Tommy.
the guns, lock up the horses, maybe lock her up.
Tommy.
Buy me some time so I can end this. Love you always, Tommy. He's gonna get himself killed.
He should have taken me with him. You should have given us a group to go after those fuckers.
Wish I could.
You gonna try to lock me up?
I'd prefer that you stay.
That's not gonna fucking
I
happen.
prefer that you
Fair.
stay. But I
So I doubt many aquatic dinosaurs had
You
feathers.
going with her?
True.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna sneak out of here?
Yeah.
On foot?
Yeah.
I told the stable to let you out with your horse.
Smart.
Grab some ammo too.
Okay. Well,
Thank you, Maria.
Is Dina coming?
if this is the end of the conversation, yeah, I think Dina's gonna come with
Just
you.
do me a favor and bring my dumbass husband home in one piece, please.
Of course.
Solid character development for Maria there.
Get going, you're losing light.
Yeah, I like that. I think that that makes a lot of... Oh, wow, okay, here we are. Are we Abby? Are we Tommy? How many characters do we play
I
as in
don't
this
want to
game?
play as Abby anymore. If they make me play as Abby, I'm gonna be mad.
He's gonna up the death count on himself. Oh, man. It would be weird to play as Abby right now.
Joel couldn't get to his gun. Jeez. Are you scared?
One horse.
Well, I didn't even think.
Yeah, you can't, you know.
I just ran in there, grabbed his gun, and shot the guy in the face.
Wow. This
How old
environment.
were you? 14. How old were you when you first killed someone? Are you talking infected?
We remember that. We were there when Ellie killed her first
Fully
person.
conscious, non-fungal person. 10?
Wow.
What happened? Guy was coming at my mom. I stabbed him. Shit. You got me beat. Yeah, I'm a real badass. So how lost are we?
Not.
Uh-huh.
Hey, have a little faith.
Me and Dina,
What
the
about
Dynamo
those crazy
team.
cannibals you said you and Joel ran into?
Oh yeah.
They came after you guys once. Maybe these WLFs are connected to them.
No. It didn't seem like the same group.
Maybe those black market smugglers back in Boston?
Dina, Joel crossed a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the point in guessing? Okay. At least until we find out more information.
If I know a lot of people, I've been hearing that a lot of people are upset with the direction that this game took, and I'm guessing now, because I've been very careful. Dylan and I both have been very careful to insulate ourselves from spoilers as best we could. So we know very little about what happens in this game.
Ellie, cars.
If you had told me that the decision was made to
Stop keeping an eye out.
kill Joel and kill him early, I don't hate that on its face. I don't think that in a vacuum is a bad decision. But the execution and what happens afterward obviously matters a lot. So I'm very intrigued to see where this goes. But obviously I'm sad because I like Joel, but I'm not upset at the writing in this game yet. You know, it would be a little absurd to expect that everybody gets this, I don't want to say happy ending, but even just the abruptness of Joel dying is like, well, that's the world we live in. And you know, as we pointed out in the vein of cyclical nature of violence, Joel very abruptly ended a lot of people's lives. But even still, by the conclusion of this game, we'll all have wanted Joel's life to have some justice, even if it happens posthumously. Of course, I don't see this game just ending where Ellie spends the whole game tracking down these people, and at the end of the game she finally finds them and kills them and says, "Yay, I did it!" And then goes back home, you know. I don't see that happening.
Right.
So
a lot of
it'll
people
be
are
interesting to see.
Torn on the ending, so.
Plus, I mean, I truly, I'm not read up on what happens. I don't know what happens in this game. But the fact that we've already played as Abby twice, makes me think we haven't played as her for the last time. Makes me think that
I don't know though.
In some way or another, she and Ellie will join forces.
With Abby?
Mm-hmm.
Zero chance.
I mean, it would be interesting to just you play as Ellie for the rest of the game, and at the end of the game, Abby dies.
Dude,
it
Abby
just seems to me that Abby and Ellie are
Joel
the main
to
characters.
death. How could they ever work together?
I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Zero chance of that, dude. Unless I don't know. I think zero chance.
Unless you just continually swap back between these two opposing forces, and they make you pit yourself against yourself.
I don't think we're gonna. Okay,
that would be
so.
doable.
I don't think really that we're gonna play as her anymore. I think the point of playing as her was to give her development before she did the act. I think that was the entire point of playing as her.
That could be.
And I think it's done now. Because
That could
I
be.
can't imagine Naughty Dog deciding, let's have this person become basically the antagonist of the game. Now let's make the
Joel's
player
murderer and a sympathetic character.
let's make the player plays them. I don't know.
That would be an incredible feat if they could pull it off. Whack. But I could see it, LOL. He's probably around that age too. It makes sense talking about them being the relatives of the family in the very beginning. I can't even imagine how good this game is going to look on PS5, says Gator Boy. Joe Joker says, "Are you wearing a backpack?" Yes. Dylan had one earlier too, but he ditched it. It's not the most comfortable, and it's very warm.
This isn't going to help me. I don't know what the frick.
But yes, as I said earlier, I am the angsty adolescent young adult Ellie. It is I.
And I just died.
Joel, say your line.
I just died.
Good in there?
Good old Joel.
Worse, Matt.
Always with the lines, the one-liners. Oh, Joel.
Be honest, that is Joel. He never says anything funny.
Yeah, not exactly one-liners, but one-liners in that he doesn't have much else to say. But yeah, I'm interested. I mean, I could see if they do go a route where it's like you play as Ellie and you're on your way to avenge Joel by killing Abby and her friends, and then you play as Abby and you're setting up. If they do it, if there's a back and forth, and it's like you're constantly playing as these different parties who are actively working against each other, where Naughty Dog might think like that's a really cool thing, and everyone would understandably be vehemently upset about it.
I can't imagine Naughty Dog thinking that's ever a good idea, though. Maybe they do it, and maybe that's why the game is so contentious. But
Yeah.
I mean, that just sounds like a bad decision on its top.
I know.
Because I mean,
It sounds like the kind of thing that sounds really interesting and groundbreaking, and the kind of thing that if you think you can do it, you try. You probably fail, but I can see if it happened, Naughty Dog thinking like this will be a really interesting way to
Maybe-
tell a story, and then everyone goes, yeah, cool story, but no.
maybe if they had provided motivations beforehand, but we have zero motivations from her as to why she wanted to murder Joel. So playing as her right now would just be
Yes,
a
I agree. If in the next couple
idea.
minutes you start taking control of Abby, it'll feel really hollow, and you would just want to
Not play as her.
How do I? Yeah,
hate
where's
that.
the button where I take the gun and put it in my own mouth? Is what you would want to do. So.
Oh,
Set the QZ.
Together, though, it's gonna be pretty.
Yep.
It would be very impressive.
Watch the high spots.
yeah, I guess there's stuff to do here. Oh man, there's too much open world. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of space here.
What's in her pocket? It's a knife. Why don't you
In
keep
her
kni-
very back pocket.
It's a switchblade. Yeah.
She's got the holster in her belt, right? So it's something else. Maybe a
Yeah,
knife.
it's yeah, on the belt. It looks like a switchblade.
You see it?
Yeah. Not sure how we get up there though.
WLF. Trespassers killed on sight. That's friendly. At least we know we're in the right place.
Where is everyone?
They put up this sign. Means there's gotta be a way in.
I would guess that Abby's motivation for killing Joel is tied to the Fireflies and what happened at the hospital. That's my guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's very reasonable to believe that they would have gotten information about Joel. Like even if all they had was his name, and obviously they knew roughly where he was. When Owen found Tommytown, he was like, "Seems like a good spot," and they're like, "How are we gonna get in?" Obviously, now we know, as it turns out, they were in fact looking for Joel. They didn't recognize him when they saw him, though. Even not just Abby. He walked in the whole room.
No,
he and
they-
Tommy, hey, what's up, guys?
Again,
blah, blah.
like unless someone took a picture of Joel, no one's ever gonna know what the guy looked like.
Right. But, said, "Oh, I'm Tommy. This is my brother." And he said, "I'm Joel." And then it was like, "Oh,
Right.
oh, you're who we're looking for. Joel Miller." They knew his full name. And I could see that as a leftover of the records at the hospital. I mean, we know, because we found Marlene's journal, that she documented when
What?
her Firefly cronies had found Ellie and Joel, and they were traveling together.
But I
and blah, blah,
thought Joel picked that up. I mean, I guess.
I think he read it and left it.
Okay.
Either way, the Fireflies were very organized in their operations. They were pretty sophisticated. They weren't just a ragtag group.
But then why would Abby care? Why would Abby have such a personal vendetta against him doing that? Right? Like the other guys didn't seem to care all that much about Joel. They were just like, finish him off, hurry up, let's get out of here. And
Yeah.
she wanted to take her time and really make him pay.
Yeah.
So there was a personal front there somewhere.
Right.
She felt very attacked.
My only guess in that regard would be that somebody in the hospital or somebody along the way is a close relative or friend.
Even that
Joel
just
killed.
doesn't feel like enough motivation. There has to be something really, really.
I mean, Ellie would do the same, right?
Right.
I mean, I don't think she would brutalize someone with a golf club, but she would certainly go out of her way to find
is
them and kill
this?
them.
Gun?
Even if she didn't watch Joel die, even if she just
Gun.
knew that, like, oh, these people, yeah,
Okay.
they found Joel and they kidnapped him and killed him, and that's all she knows. She would go find them and show them no mercy. Again, I don't think she would like take her time and beat them with a golf club for a long time before they killed him. I don't think that would happen, but I think she would take great pleasure in
Yeah.
killing everybody involved.
That's like actually a pretty good point. I mean, is there a situation in where Ellie tortures someone like that before killing them?
Unless she feels like she can make an example, like there's some like reason to believe that, I can correct the behavior of the people who I'm leaving alive if I make an example out of this one. That's pretty out there. Yeah, I don't know, but that just goes back to like, you know, it just feels weird to say like the rationale for leaving Ellie and Tommy
Help me up here.
alive is just righteousness.
Right.
Like you really took your time and left Joel alive for longer than you need to just so you could torture him. You know, that doesn't. It's fine if you want to righteously kill somebody. If you say your sins are deserving of death.
What I think
fine,
is
but to
also,
brutalize somebody is.
But what I think is very interesting is that no one seemed that invested in Joel's death, besides Abby, and yet they all took a trip halfway across the world to track this man down.
Yeah,
just for her benefit, or did they have some beef? Because they didn't seem like they did that much.
Right. Yeah, that's why. Like the only thing I could think of right now making sense is all of them are somehow tied to the Fireflies. They are Fireflies themselves, or they are the next coming a different group, but a spiritual. Oh,
bro, it is all over here. If I fall, it is.
Right, but I should get the notification here, right?
This jump, dude, it's all over.
We've got an inbound notification. Yes, if you fell from that height, you're probably dead. There's a chance you live.
Oh, okay.
But the injuries you sustained are pretty bad, especially since it's just you, Dina, and a horse. But you made it.
Good. Oh, don't tell me this. Don't tell me this. I don't want to do this. Okay.
Yeah, the only thing I think is that they're all connected to the Fireflies somehow. So they all see this, as the Fireflies were doing this good thing, and they were so close to a breakthrough, and then Joel came, took Ellie away, and killed everyone.
Okay, we good. No, that's wrong. Right?
Yeah, I would go underneath. But Abby is, Abby's dad was the doctor that I shot with a shotgun.
Yeah, maybe.
So it's extra personal for her, but it's...
Damn, I gotta make that?
I don't know if you are. Death counter's at 0 right now. That's a lot of pressure.
Far, man. I don't know about that one.
She's not saying, like, if I could just find a beam to... But I don't think you're making that
There's
jump.
no way I can find a beam either. I mean, I can't carry it under there.
True.
I think I'm making that jump.
Okay.
I don't know what
It's
else.
hard to get a running start.
I'm scared. Hold on, let me look around a little bit more.
Yeah.
No, man, this is dead end. This is it.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it's the jump.
That looks so far. Oh. Adios, míos.
The sub and the follow, is that what you're talking about now? We got... Thank you guys very much. Mia from Mars for the sub. Thank you. We're always glad you're here. And Magnifique 00. You made the jump. Nice. Magnifique 00 with the follow. Thank you so much, Magnifique.
That was for you, Magnifique. That was for you.
That I will say, that was a magnifique.
Yeah.
Magnifique. I don't know how to say jump in French. I don't know how to say anything in French.
Salta? Something close to that, probably.
Salta of the earth.
Saltare is jump in Italian. These people. It's not. Saltar is jump in Spanish, so I'm assuming it's something close to sal.
But thank you guys very much. Appreciate it. If you're in the chat, say what's up to us. Yeah, I don't know. It definitely... everybody acknowledged that, like, oh, it's personal for Abby. Here you go, Abby.
These fuckers.
Mess this man up. Maybe it's some other act that we don't even know that Joel was tied to yet.
I don't think they would do that. I think it has to be
if they did
from
that,
the first one.
Abby's just outright the villain. If they went that route, then it's like, oh, it turns out Joel, blah, blah, blah. Because, like, if you're going to make Abby even a little... Not sympathetic isn't the right word. Just if you're going to make her motives understandable, you have to give us insight as to exactly what Joel did. And we can remember being like, oh, yeah, Joel killed a lot of people. This is the only time I can think of Joel killing a lot of people where it's really morally questionable is that hospital. He killed a lot of the hunters, but he killed a lot of them.
Right. I mean, that was
and not every single one directly did something to provoke him, but like they were all bad dudes. Like the hunters were a group of people who were like, what we're gonna do is we're gonna drive this big tank around town.
Also,
we're going to kill people and steal their stuff. We're scavengers.
I also think is important is, remember, it showed us a flashback of Joel and the doctor.
In the beginning of this game,
right.
Yes. It showed that specifically.
I think she might be related to the doctor, yeah. I don't know what else it is.
And that was, for anybody who missed it, that was the very beginning of this game when Joel and Tommy were alone and Joel was telling Tommy the truth.
That's so satisfying.
Yeah, that is really cool.
That is so satisfying.
Joel was telling Tommy exactly what happened. I took her to those Fireflies. They wanted to experiment on her. I took her back. I killed... when he was explaining that, it showed a flashback of him killing that doctor.
Okay. Wonder when this was written.
DS Red says, Sorry, I missed this.
Got a big operation coming up, and Isaac wants to scavenge
Go ahead.
any remaining supplies from downtown, take any gas from the courthouse garage, the dome, and take them in the safe house in Cervena.
Oh gosh, I've missed a lot in the chat. Let me get us caught up.
Okay.
Gator Boy said, and this was a while ago. Also, I actually think these people have to be related to the Fireflies. They probably were expecting a vaccine or something. Were told this guy Joel ruined their chance. Like I said, I'm sure you said that before I said it. But DS Red says Joel left no survivors. LOL. Also, I'm as blind as you guys are on this one. DS Red, you're not everything that would. So the thing that was spoiled for you that we knew about a while ago is that Joel dies and that was it. So now you're as blind as we are. Gator Boy says, or this whole game is going to be Ellie figuring out why they want to kill Joel and slowly realize he was the bad guy this whole time from the things he's done. Makes sense why the community hates the game, but critics rave about it. Fans of the series would hate that plot turn. DS Red says,
but
go ahead. That's another thing that I
yes.
feel like if you're Naughty Dog and you're the writers, you're pulling off this creative and groundbreaking twist on a story, and you feel good when you've done it, but then everybody's like, yeah, but we didn't want this. You know, we want to like Joel
I
and
see what
Ellie.
you're saying now. My question is, do you think even if it became if Ellie becomes aware that Joel lied to her, do you think she's still like, oh, he's a monster? I
don't think
she can understand why. I don't think she would ever think like.
I think I can see where Ellie has some doubts about Joel. I can see where Ellie questions some of Joel's motives, but Ellie will never resent Joel. I don't think ever.
Where's that generator? Oh,
Aramis says, maybe if the
Watch
person
this.
Ellie loves dies of the infection, she'll feel that her sacrifice could have saved her loved one and resent him for that. That's a really interesting point, I think. That is a very interesting point. That she will eventually find out the truth about what happened with the Fireflies. And then, you know, maybe she's a nice doing this mechanic again. Good job, game. You know, let's say it's Dina. Maybe she's in love with Dina and her relationship with Dina grows, and then Dina becomes infected, and it's this, oh, if only there were a cure for this. Come to find out later on, Tommy says, Ellie, I need to tell you the truth. Blah, 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 this is what happened. And Ellie thinks, dang. Yes, I love Joel. Yes, he's gone too soon. F's in the chat. But I also love Dina, and Dina died because of the infection, and she could have been alive. Of course, Ellie herself, in that world where Dina lives because there's a cure, Ellie herself is dead. But I think, you know, Ellie would be a selfless lover in that way.
Main gate 0512.
All right, we got some deciphering.
I don't think so. I think it's just pretty obvious. Let's find out.
Yes.
Nope, pretty easy.
Nice.
No deciphering.
There you go. Good work.
No!
That's oh my god.
Oh, I thought that was gonna go down the horse.
Me too. I was like, oh my freaking god. I'm so scared that this game is just going to be really brutal. And the whole scene with Joel didn't end up being as brutal as I was afraid, but the implication was enough to send shivers down my spine. Yeah, God, yeah. You just, oops, cut my horse in half. Like, God.
I like how she lets me take lead.
That would be really gruesome. They would have to not show any of that, I think.
Got some codes in it. Says there's a WLF safe house at some place called Saravina Base.
Saravina.
Saverni base.
So we find it?
Saverni? Saravina.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Talk. Go from there.
Let's do it.
Saturn base? That'd be cool. I want to
Yeah.
go to a base on Saturn.
Saturn base.
I think if
these
we
open
could,
doors are open-ended.
if we could live on any planet, obviously we can't. Saturn's a gas giant. But it would be. I would love to live on Saturn because the rings in the sky are actually
to see them like in the sky.
You see
like,
them,
looking up in the sky
yeah.
and seeing
Unless
the
you're
rings,
directly
yeah.
on like the equator of Saturn, you'll see them in the sky, and
That is really
they take
cool.
up like a massive portion of it.
Saravina Hotel.
That's gotta be it.
Yo, Fedra. That's what I'm saying, man. Yo.
Okay.
What?
What was the mention of Fedra earlier? It was in the log, right?
Saravina Fedra.
Very creative.
I don't remember seeing that actually. Fedra.
Let's get closer and
Fedra was mentioned earlier. Dang, I can't remember. They mentioned them in our last playthrough last night, but I can't remember exactly what.
They catch you tagging a wall like this, beat the shit out of you. Or worse.
QZs sound like fun.
I guess they
Quarantine
still
zone.
exist. Yeah, quarantine zones, QZs.
But has she ever lived in one? Because she said QZ sound like fun, like she's never been in one.
Who, Dina?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
And it sounds like she might not have ever
There are
been in
clearly enough. I mean,
Okay.
maybe Tommytown is just exceptional. But I mean,
No
even
gas? Empty.
yeah, even Abby's group is a modest group, but you know, a group of a little bit bigger group could have a child, and
Oh shit. The note.
that's just your life.
The note mentioned that there's gas in the courthouse garage and the dome.
Alright. Courthouse garage and the dome. So what's the plan for finding these places?
We ride around and see what we see.
Look for a dome.
You think Tommy came through here?
He did.
Okay.